Hey everybody, welcome back to Boomerangs by Vic. New product to show you. This is a massage gun. And before we get into this product, I want to thank all my subscribers and people that watch my videos and show me support. And you keep coming back to watch the stuff that I post. Even stuff like this is not boomerang related. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the views and the support everybody's given me. So today, let's go over and review this. This has the name on it, which is Bob and Brad. These two guys have a chiropractic channel where they show how to release tension if you have back injury, shoulder injury, most injuries common on the body that you've had from repetitious work, knots in your shoulders. They have different techniques where they show you how to relieve this pain. And if you can't, and it's something that needs work on, then you would probably go see a chiropractor like one of them. But they've gone ahead and they've hooked up with UNI, which is the name of the company for this massager. They've actually put their name on it, so I know this is going to be a good product. So I could not wait to try this out. As you know, I throw a lot of boomerangs. I do get sore at times in my shoulder. Building boomerangs, I get a lot of tension in my forearms and my wrists. It's a lot of sit-down work when I am building them, so it's nice to have something like this to relieve that tension. Now, I know for a fact that they do work because I've had one in the past. So, with that said, this particular one, before I open it up and show you how it works, it has 5 adjustable speeds. Let's see, it's quiet and powerful, equipped with a brushless motor, dual bearing rotating structure, penetrates up to 10 millimeters deep into the muscle, which that's pretty impressive. Compact, convenient charging, which means you do not have to have this plugged in while you're using it. So let me open up the box, get it out, get it set up, and then I'll show you exactly how it works. Okay, so I got the box open. It comes with a very nice velvet carry case to put the gun in. I really like that. That's actually pretty handy. Instructions on how to use it. Comes with a couple plugs inside of this. I'm not quite sure what the plugs are for yet, but we will see. This is what's inside the box. This is the actual gun. I gotta say, this is cool, very nice quality. Feels very good in my hand. It's not too awful heavy. The one that I owned before, I can't even remember the name, brand, that one on the last one that I bought was not from this company. And when the hammer wore out after like 2 months, it was so loud I had to send it back. So I won't be able to give a full review on this as far as time, but I will put it to the test, and I'll put a second video out probably 2 or 3 months after this showing how well it worked after a period of time. So this is basically the gun. There's the port to plug it in, which you can see. Looks like a power button right here, and some lights that we'll see light up here on the top probably once it's charged. And that's about it for the gun. And you get all these different heads, which will all obviously do different jobs. And we'll try those out. So let me get her charged up and we'll try it out. Okay, so it looks like right out of the box I didn't actually need to charge it. I got the cord out to plug in to see if it needed any charge, and I didn't actually put it in. I figured, like most units, you either press the power button or you hold it. So I held it for, let's say, 3 seconds, and it came on. So you can see the first light is on, and obviously if you click it again, it goes to stage 2, 3, 4, and that's full power. And I tell you what, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up because of the FPS, but that's pretty fast. So let's shut it off. And I'm going to put this head in. And all you do is you slide it in and give it a little bit of pressure, and it goes in, I'd say about 1/2 inch, and you'll see it will stop and it'll butt up. And then we're going to hit the power button again to turn it on. So let's just try it first on the first setting. And like I said, issues I have with myself are mainly my forearms. Oh, yep. I can tell you right now my forearm is a little bit sore from working yesterday, and right in these tendons right through here, oh, I feel that already. I know I just took this out of the box and I haven't used one of these guns in a long time. I actually have a back massager, shoulder massager, that I do use for parts like this, but it's not a hammer. It's just balls that roll in a circle. You've probably seen my other video. But the whole idea to this hammer is to isolate any particular spot. And I think you're only really supposed to work one area for 20 minutes and then give it a break. And this will automatically shut down too after a certain amount of time, so it doesn't overheat or overwork a muscle. So yeah, I gotta say, I don't know if I'd want to go up any more in speed, and the only time you want to really increase that speed is when you're not feeling too much pain. You know, any spot that you have that hurts, I tend to work it until it's numb, and then I know I've worked it quite well. So yeah, so in my forearm, I'd probably work that for 15-20 minutes. I might change the speed if I need to, but seems so right now 1 is pretty good for me. Now if I'm doing my legs, let's tilt the camera down here a little bit. If I'm working on my legs, like through this thigh area, this is thick and I don't need it as much. So obviously I'm going to crank this up to, let's say, 3. And if you listen, you can hear that hammering on my leg. And I'm not going to lie, this feels so good. I mean, my leg isn't even really that sore. You know, the muscles are. I mean, not gonna lie, I'm 52 years old, so I feel a lot more than I used to. You know, I get up a little slower, I sit down a little slower. But this just feels good all around, especially right down near the knee area, right in this area. So basically, wherever you have the pain, you want to isolate the pain and you want to work all around it until you don't feel that pain in that spot anymore, and then work your way to the middle, and then just keep working that entire area. Okay, let's see, let's move off the legs and let's get up to stuff that we'd probably be more apt to be, you know, working, which is your arms and your shoulders. So if I was going to work any of this area, I would basically just hang on to it like this. Oh my gosh. If you've never used one of these, I promise you will fall right in love. It's almost hard to focus on the video and talk because it feels so good. And I do. I'm somebody that, you know, looks at my device a lot. You know, when you're out with a bunch of people, everybody's got their head bent down, you know, looking down. Everybody, eventually we're gonna start looking like Neanderthals again. Kind of going back in the other direction. So yeah, I have neck problems right down probably around, let me see if I can show you, right around in this area right here. I've got a small bump, and that's from my head being tilted forward too much and not correcting my posture. Putting it right on that spot right now, it hurts. I'm actually would want to turn this down to 1. We're going to use it on 1. Yeah, that's just about right. And I'm not going to push too hard. And all I would do, like I said, the area that I'm working back there is probably around that round. I'm going to go around that entire area first, like I said, and then slowly rotate your way into the center. If you can handle it. If you can't handle it, then you're pushing too hard. You know, you want to do all this gradually so that you don't hurt yourself. So yeah, basically, like I said, you can do forearms. If you have a sore bicep, you know, you can do just your bicep. Do just your tricep if you want. You know, place one hand behind your head like this and just hold it under there. Lots and lots of different areas that you can work on your body. So we're going to shut it off and let's show you some of the different heads that go on here. So there's this one, which I just showed you, which has a little bit of a cushion to it, okay? So if you have a very sore area, this is probably the one you're going to want to start out with. This is for probably very sensitive areas. This one, I remember I used a lot on the old gun that I used to have. That's great for the neck area because it can actually get you know, in 2 spots at once, and it'll pinpoint a sore area. So you want to be careful. These are hard, so you don't want to be pushing down too hard. Everything is for comfort. And then you have this one here, which has a little bit of a nub. It's pretty close to what you see here. Same idea, only a single. And oh yeah, I remember the ball. I actually used the ball a lot. It is soft. You can see I can squish down into it a little bit. And it's like that all the way around. So that would probably work just as good as this here. But this one is still more squishy. Let's see. And there's one more head in here. And this one is similar to this one, I would say. It's about the same squish, only this one is a softer squish. So maybe this would be the one, you know, you want to start out with as well. So these would be the 2 you want to, you know, go for first. Yeah, so that's about it, everybody. It comes with a charging cord, very basic, USB, and these 2 little plugs. Haven't found out what they're for yet. I'll tell you in my follow-up video. I do know that they fit into the end of the gun here. Maybe it's just to get certain pieces to fit in tighter. But yeah, I got these plugs. Naughty on me for not knowing what they're for yet, but that's fine. It's like I said, it's a beautiful gun. It's very strong. I can tell by hanging on to it, it's built very well. So yeah, come back in a few more months too if you want to see how well this lasted for me. And I want to thank Bob and Brad. I'm going to put a link down in the description for everybody to go to where you can buy this on Amazon. And I'll also leave a link down in the description to Bob and Brad's YouTube channel. So like I said, if you have aches and pains and you want some help with them, go see these guys. They really know what they're doing. They're huge on YouTube. If you haven't heard of them, or you'll probably see their video and you'll say, I've seen those guys before. So yeah, go check them out, and thanks for stopping by, everybody. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, subscribe, give it a like, and hit the little bell for notifications if you want to see more of my videos. See you, everybody.